So now we're going to go through and create an assignment. Now this is where the meat of the um, EdPuzzle really comes into play. And this is the cool part. What I'm going to do is I can go to my content and I'm going to go to create. Now, if you already have a video uploaded, such as you might want, for example, YouTube. YouTube is blocked at our school, but if you want your students to be able to see it, you may want to go ahead and download the video using some download software and just upload the video in yourself. Or if you have your own video that you want to use, you can do that. This right here will also come into play if the students go through and create their own video for a project. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to new video. Now I have a video here from YouTube. It's Sports Science. Pretty cool little clip. But I went ahead and copied the URL. And so what I'm going to do is I need to select which site I'm going to use. And you see you have a lot of options to pick from. You can even go through and pick different ones from other people if you would like. And you can do a search for all the videos that are in EdPuzzle. And you can always copy those and modify it. But what you can do here is I'm going to use YouTube. So I'm going to click on YouTube and I'm going to go ahead and paste my link in. And I'm going to do a search for it. So notice I have the video, and what I need to do now is it's going to run you through the options. Now you have crop, audio track, audio notes. This is where you input your questions, and then you have the final product. Really all we're going to be able to use is the cropping and the question tool. We're going to skip these parts because you have to have different software, and the software is actually so far is blocked. So it's really not that important to really have. But basically what it does, it allows you to add your own audio overlay to the video. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and clip it. Now notice right now this is a 7-minute and 41-second video. I may not want the whole thing. I may just only want part of that video. So what I can do is I can go through and decide how much of that video I actually want to have playing. So right now, if I leave it as is, I'm going to have a video going from 1 minute and 5 seconds to 4:08. So we're talking about a 3-minute video. So you can even go through and crop it. If you want multiple parts of the video, what you're basically going to have to do is you're going to have to make 2 separate assignments. And then, so if there's a section in here that I am needing, I'll have to do 2 separate videos to include this section. But you can always crop it down to whatever you see fit. Once you have it finished on the cropping, I'm going to hit the next. Now it says I don't have SoundCloud, and I don't, so I'm just going ahead and skip it. Notice up here I can also go through and edit the lesson title, and you can change that up later, no big deal. I'm going to go ahead and skip this part. And notice right now after I cropped it, it tells me that this video length is now 2 minutes and 55 seconds long. I'm going to skip this. Now here's the cool part. This is where you actually go through and add your questions. So what you can do is whenever you click on this question mark, it's going to give you your question options. You have open-ended question, that's what the first one does. You have multiple choice, which could also classify as true, false. And you have a comment. So if you just want to point something out to your students, you can do that here. You have the preview option where you can see what you need to do. You can even you can do subscripts, superscripts, insert a link, pictures, and this is also cool. You can do your equation tool. So for you math and science people out there, that's a really cool little feature. You can also go through up at the top. Right now it says there's only one question. If I hit the plus, it's going to make me type something in. But whenever I hit the plus, I can now go through and add another question in that section. So if I want it to be multiple choice, yay, nay, and I can determine which one's right and which one's wrong. And so I can cycle back and forth. So that's a cool little feature there. And you can always preview it. So this is what it'll look like from the student side. Now what I'm going to do here, so I'm going to say done. So I'm going to do is there's my question. So I'm going to hit play.
Hitting a softball is harder than hitting a baseball. It is here in our lab to prove.
Now I can skip around to get to certain spots, and I don't want to have the video playing just for time purposes, but if I want a question here, I just click on that and put my question, hit done, and I can keep going through
It's when it impacts. Basically, all you
and change,
Unprecedented
enter
data,
my questions.
so we can determine once.
So you can always pause it and you can always go back and rechange it. So there's that. And you can discard the changes. But whenever I hit done, notice I do have the option of editing. So I can go through and edit. Oops, don't want that. So I just deleted a question by accident. That's what the trash can does. But I can go here and hit the edit, and I can go through and change all of my questions as I see fit. So you're not just set in. So even if you go through and copy a video, you have that as an option as well. So whenever I'm done, I'm going to hit done here and then go on where it says save video and finish. So you can title your video. You can put tags in it. So I'm going to say softball and then baseball. And then I'm going to say save and exit. Now I can go through and assign it to a class. All I got to do is just check on the class. If I don't want the student skipping, I can prevent skipping. You can even go through and decide when you want the assignment to start and when you want it to end. So I'm just going to put the 10th through the 11th. And then notice it's not going to let me save the assignment because I do not have a class in there. So I'm just going to hit demo and say save assignment. So notice my video is right here. And then from the student side, when they log in and they're in that class, that video will be assigned to them. And that's how you create an assignment.